Hey fellow cookie lovers, Michael Midgley back with another cookie review for your viewing pleasure. This is the second one in just a few days, so I wouldn't say we're on a roll, but we certainly have some momentum. As you're looking at this, you're probably saying, why another blue plate? Last time we had the blue bowls for the one-on-one cookie roll. This time we have a blue plate. These were not purchased at a bakery. Since we are living under the new COVID regime, bakeries are still closed. We talked about that last time, so I won't go into it. But fortunately, I have a very, very good friend who took up baking. He or she would be be known as Gary for anonymity, because once this blows up, it's kind of like winning the lottery. You're going to get a lot of phone calls. People are going to be reaching out to you saying, hey, can I get your cookies or money? She didn't want that, understandably so, so we will remain anonymous. But Gary, thank you very much for these cookies. Today we are looking at Snickerdoodle cookies, which I do quite like. I didn't know what a Snickerdoodle cookie was. It's one of those things where I always equated it to Snickers until I became an adult and realized that Snickerdoodles don't have anything to do with Snickers. They are a cinnamon flavored cookie, very similar to a sugar cookie. The one main differentiator is they are cooked, baked with cream of tartar, and that goes to the leavening process. I do research on my cookies before I eat them. I am a professional, thank you. But if you do look at the cookie, you can see how it does have that craggy, it's almost like a desert floor look to it, very dry. They don't look dry, but that's kind of what the outside texture looks like. Another thing is these were dropped off today, so again, thank you. And I have not tried them yet. My son and my wife did sample them, and they were both pretty impressed by it. So I'm excited to jump right in, especially because this is made with love. I'm sure there's a certain what the French call je ne sais quoi in it. I say that because I'm cultured and know what that means. But for those who don't, there's probably a certain indescribable, I don't know what quality about these, and it's my task to describe that to you. We're doing the impossible here on the Cookie Channel. As always, let's crack this baby open. Dive right in. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One thing that with sugar cookies and with Snickerdoodle cookies, they're made to be soft and chewy. Again, how they're baked, how they're made, that's just what it adds up to. Having not known what this is going to be like, I personally like a little bit of a crunch in my cookie. If you go back to one of the past videos, which I'm sure you've all watched, about the chocolate drop cookie, that was my main gripe with it. Great, great cookie. Bethel Bakery, thank you very much. Not a sponsor yet. Think about it. But it just didn't have that crunch to it. I don't know what this is going to be like. The break part didn't look like it's going to have crunch, but I could be surprised. Now I understand why my wife and my son were so exalted whenever they took a bite of this, because this is delicious. And not just because a friend made these. These are genuinely good cookies. There's great cinnamon flavor. Sometimes these just, like Snickerdoodles, if you get them at a subpar bakery, they just taste like sugar cookies with like a drizzle of cinnamon. This one, the cinnamon's pronounced. It's very good. No bad aftertaste. You get the sugariness, you get the cinnamon. It's a great, great cookie. There's 4 of them here, and I'm probably going to eat all 4 tonight. Hate myself, wake up tomorrow, who knows what happens. A little bit of crunch on the outside, especially on the edges. Not as much crunch as I like. Personal preference. Sugar cookies, Snickerdoodles, not known to have crunch. This one definitely doesn't. Gary, I wouldn't say bake them longer, because they are as close to perfection as you can have. I mean, these are like the Mona Lisa of cookies. That might be high praise, but I'm willing to give it. Again, I'm a professional, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to eat these all day, and you would watch me eat these all day, because, well, you love the cookie channels, you love cookies, you like my witty commentary. If you ever run into Gary on the street, and you don't know who Gary is, and that's not even their real name, shake their hand, bake them a loaf of bread, tell them how much of a fan you are. They would appreciate that. As always, folks, I appreciate you tuning into this cookie channel. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy out there. I hope you're not one of the people going around protesting because you can't get your hair cut. I got my hair cut at home. Turned out pretty great. Look at it. Pretty good looking. Mustache gone. point of contention. If you do have friends, family members, anyone you know who's like, I think protesting is a great idea because my local nail salon is not open and these aren't looking great these days, tell them to get back inside and watch a cookie review. This is going to lighten the mood. They're going to walk out saying, you know what, nails, least of my problems. Get a Snickerdoodle from Gary. One thing I didn't mention, and this is kind of going back to the review, I like homemade cookies, especially because they're imperfect. The taste on this one, perfect, as I said. The shape, though, imperfect, but there's beauty in imperfection, people. You don't want everything to be perfectly symmetrical. That's what the big box cookies are for. These ones are going to have a little bit of, edges that look like that. I don't know. I didn't come up with there's beauty in imperfection. It's probably from a great work of Shakespeare like Dead Poets Society or Waterworld. So don't quote me on that. But make your own cookies at home, people. You'll probably be surprised. I'll wrap this up. No more ranting, no more raving. Have fun out there. Stay safe out there. Keep tuning in. Hopefully we have some new viewers. If you're a returning viewer, comment, subscribe, like it. Anything you can do for this is appreciated. As always, thank you. Hope to see you next time. Take care.